We're going to make a Tidepool today, and actually Paul has commissioned me to make a piece as a donation piece for the Topeka Symphony. So we're going to make that today. These have a different interior color versus an exterior color. So we start from the inside out and the top down. So we're going to start first by putting on the interior purple color. This is the interior color of the purple, and then that's the multicolored swirl. This holds all of our clear glass. There's a crucible in there that holds 300 pounds of glass. This is our reheating apparatus. This is a glory hole. So I'm going to get a little bit of clear here to pick up the color bit. And all this is going to act as like a little piece of gum. It'll just stick on there. Just like so.
You are heating up the glass here?
Yeah, I'm going to just try to make it molten and flowing. This is clear. This is what I'll spread that color over, kind of sandwich that color between layers of clear. And it'll also allow me to start my first bubble too. Just a little bitty bubble. Lee's heating and shaping that color bit, that reddish purple, and he's bringing it over here. I'll put it on here and kind of spread it on there. So I'm just kind of trying to spread a nice even layer. I need this to cover that bubble all the way, or the color won't go all the way through the interior of the piece. So I'm just kind of heating the skin up, and I'm just going to kind of spread it up there. Now I'll do little minor checks. This is the interior color. When you look down into the piece, this is what you're going to see. The techniques that we use are the same techniques they used 2,000 years ago. Okay, here we go for another layer of clear. Now I'll get my white. This clear is so hot at 2,000 degrees, and this white is so cold that they stick to one another. The white will separate the inside from the outside. Lee's preparing the next color application. He's going to get the 5-color wheel, the rainbow of colors. So it's a ruby, topaz, kind of a pure green, and then a medium blue, like sharp blue, and then a purple. This is called an optic mold. I'm just basically adding ridges. So everywhere where there's a trough, the color will be more dense, and wherever there's a ridge, the color will be less dense. And then when Lee gets that hot, I'll be spreading that color over just like I did that first one. So you can still see how it's still all separated.
So those are those 5 colors now.
Right. So I'm just heating that bit. I'm not heating trying not to heat the white. Now I'm going to start pushing that color into those cracks and up the piece. I'm applying quite a bit of force there. I'll do that multiple times here to get it all the way up there. So I'm trying to spread that up and just leave those ridges just barely covered with color. I'm going to try to pull some of these colors up a little further. Okay, now I'm just blocking and preparing. We're starting to build up our mass of glass here for what I'm going to need to complete the piece. And the glass is riding largely upon a layer of steam between the wood and the glass. So now all I'm doing is just trying to heat the whole thing up so that I can twist up that interior. So I could roll it back and forth and not really cause anything, or by kind of adding resistance to a certain area, I'm actually twisting up the whole piece.
So the colors are twisting at this point?
With it. If I would have done it initially when I first gathered, the color would have been so cold that it wouldn't have moved very much. That's why I did a lot of reheating. Now you can see the twisted color in there. Back to the old routine of blocking, cooling, shaping, and checking that bubble again. Then we'll start to load on the glass of the clear glass. And it'll look orange until it cools down below 1100 degrees. Just kind of making sure that bubble is staying in there. Now we'll get some more clear over here. So at this point I might have, I don't know, 12 to 15 pounds of glass at this point.
That's pretty heavy to handle then, isn't it?
This is 12 or 15 pounds, but you're right. Every single foot behind that point doubles the weight. So this is like, feels like about 40 pounds right now. And when I get this other glass on, it's going to be like 50 or 60 pounds. I couldn't lift more than 15 pounds before I started lifting weights. Slip off just a little. There we go. This is just a weak point. Now Lee's coming over here with the foot. We're going to crack it off at this weak point so we can work on the lift. We're going to put a finish right on top of there, a little black lip. It doesn't weigh enough, so we got to put some more glass on. Good, Paul.